So I think there's going to be a massive amount of change, and that shareholder voting is going to be the kind of evolution of ESG. At the moment, ESG is very black and white, it's binary, like it's about exclusions or inclusions, and it's really hard to get the subjectivity that you need for an individual client. Whereas with shareholder voting, it's a way to actually make impact. It's a tangible, it's a real event that occurs where you can contribute to driving change on an issue in a way that ESG, I think, is quite limiting. There's going to be some issues which are really meaty and which you know that clients really care about, and you can bring them to the client and say, hey, there's this massive animal welfare vote at McDonald's. Let's talk about it. What do you think? Here's the research on both sides. How would you like your money to be voted? And I think that applies to a really high net worth client as well as to a client that is just building their wealth and is at the start of their journey. And it helps them to kind of buy into that advisor experience, and there's more things to talk about, which are not just performance or fees or things that are slightly less interesting sometimes to clients. I think for an advisor, it's all about like building and nurturing a stronger relationship with your clients and encouraging those clients to invest and kind of plan their finances in the most effective way for them and to kind of drive the best outcomes. And those outcomes are no longer just about return. Return is obviously a priority, but clients, if they can, would like to also have impact. And this is such a good way, shareholder voting is such a good way to allow a client to have impact while prioritizing returns. Because you are driving change on the bottom line of a company if you're changing how their human rights works in the supply chain, or how they do water management, or whether they enter a new space. Like a vote this year was Meta, Facebook, about whether they should enter the metaverse and the risk associated with that. Like, these are really interesting topics that do change outcomes in terms of returns, but also provide a way for you to nurture a relationship with a client.